everyone, thanks for tuning in. This is Fatherhood Uncut. I'm just going to go over the scope of the podcast and what we envision this turning out to be. A couple bullet points we want to hit on quick just to kind of give you a tutorial of what we're looking for and what we're trying to promote. The first one is being time management. Time management is key on getting your goals accomplished, kind of closing the loop. You don't have a bunch of tasks out there looming over your head, and then you go to bed every night and you're just, anxious and preoccupied through your mindset, and you're not giving your kids and your wife and all the other people that are important to your life, due process because you've got all these things going on. So time management is key to that.
Absolutely.
Second bullet point is going to be personal endeavors. So as we as fathers go through life, right? We have obviously our 9 to 5. You have to have your 9 to 5 to provide, but you've got things besides that are personal goals and endeavors to yourself. Super important because when you put a goal forth and your kids and your wife and your friends see you have that and you accomplish those goals, it's leading by example. And they kind of do that same thing. That's why that's really important. That's something we're going to touch on. Biggest struggles. That's the next one. That's a tough one. Biggest struggles. We're gonna hit on the biggest struggles of what our lives are, what our professional, personal lives are, and biggest struggles really probably with being a father, but also as being friends of fathers, because some of your struggles are my struggles, and some of my struggles are your struggles. We bounce that kind of thing off to us.
And I think that's a big part of the podcast is not only our struggles to teach other dads how to deal with theirs, but I'd like to listen to what other people's struggles are, because I bet I'm having the exact same struggles and I can learn how they deal with them as well.
How they coped with them.
Absolutely.
How it affected them.
And one thing that, now as I'm sitting here thinking about it, our kids' struggles. Whenever my son or my daughter have a struggle and it's something that only another dad can help me with, I'm going to, go to that little vantage point. And then right into it, male bonding and how important it is for dads to have male bonding. I've got no problem with having a lot of women in my life, but male bonding is crucial, especially raising a son. Male bonding is a word where you get a lot of ideas.
And then leading into why did we choose to be, great dads? Leading by example, setting a good example for our kids.
What we think great dads are. I'm not saying that I don't want to say that I am a great dad.
No. We're always growing. Each of us are always growing, learning.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to stomp on you. I'm just saying.
Striving to be better.
Cooking classes. This is a huge one because not only do we cook for our families, but we cook for results, in my opinion, right? Like I cook for a certain type of lifestyle that I try to lead. And I know both of you are the same way. Sundays is our meal prepping day. How long did you take today making food?
Actually, I prepped last night for the most part. I just turned the crock pot on this morning. But yeah, 2-3 hours probably every week.
Yeah, I got food cooking right now as we're doing this. And cooking classes because, making nutritional packed food that you're striving to get results from and setting a good example for your kids, you gotta also know how to make something taste right or how to do it, be clean about it, and we could do that with our kids too, a cooking class together. A big one that I'm really excited for is hitting PRs in life and the gym. So definitely emphasize life first, then gym next.
Setting goals, crushing them.
Right, exactly.
Definitely.
Daddy and daughters. Near and dear to the hearts of Jared and I. No offense, Lip.
Sorry, Dustin.
But daddy and daughters is just huge. Having Aiden first and growing up with just Aiden and myself, and then Harper coming into the mix is just really flipped my viewpoint on a lot of different things, and it's opened my
another daughter on the way.
Another daughter on the way. Yeah, that's it though. That's it. I don't even want another girl cat. So, love them all. And the last one, I'm going to let Dustin go off of this one because it's pretty big for him too.
Side hustles.
Paper chasing.
Always. Always. Side hustles. You want that passive income through rental properties, something passive, right?
Exactly.
Don't we all? Yeah. And making money in your off time, something that you're passionate about, but you can also make money. It's just.
I go off of the expression like, don't do what you love for a career because then you're going to hate it, right? Mm-hmm. So, I would love to be, a personal trainer or a nutritionist, but because it is something that I'm so passionate about, if I would do it for a career, I would start now. When I was growing up, it was cars. I loved cars. I loved making them really loud. They weren't really fast, but making them really loud. And then I was like, I should be a mechanic. And I thought to myself, just because you like this now and you're doing it for 20 years, you're probably going to hate it. So it's great to have a side hustle.
And what'd you say? Who said it? You won't become rich unless you make money while you sleep?
Yes.
I forgot who you said that, but
I think that podcast will be very jam-packed with like a lot of info.
Right. So we're gonna dissect our first 10, 12 episodes and really get into the meat and potatoes of these core values of what we live by and what we try to express to our kids, and pull ideas from our wives. And we definitely want to do a couple pretty big events with some of these, like the cooking classes. I could see that being a great one where we've got 2-year-olds chopping up onions with fake knives just to kind of help out. My son's definitely taken a big liking to cooking. He actually made dinner for us last night. Still alive right now, so something's going right. I don't have any crazy bumps on me and stuff like that, so I appreciate it, Aiden. Anything else, guys? I think that pretty much wraps up our intro, and I appreciate everybody tuning in. This is something we're really passionate about, really excited about. We've put a lot of effort into it, a lot of brainstorming. We have most of the support of our wives. Some of us didn't tell our wives yet. I'm going to call you out. I think it's funny.
I will let her know when I go home after our first one.
So something that we were definitely going to put a lot of content, a lot of hard work into, and I hope that our passion and love for our families and our commitment to them comes out into this material. Stay tuned, guys. Thanks.